strum at some point.
Strum. That's it. We're live. We're in.
We are.
Good.
Yep.
Now all we got to do is get the font bigger there. What's happening, everybody? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and welcome to What the F.A.Q. episode, whatever the hell it is at this point. As always, I'm here with
Dylan.
And we're doing, things. Checking out some stuff. So,
Actually, here, yeah.
hopefully everybody's doing well today. You've got a few people in early. So we changed some stuff up a little bit in here.
Yeah, just a bit.
We'll talk about, so if you guys are new here, it's a weekly question and answer show. We kind of F around with some pedals and test some stuff out, but we kind of shoot the breeze for...
Yeah, first
half is us just kind of...
First half hour, I mean.
Yeah, first half hour is us kind of just shooting the breeze. So if you're here live and you don't want to hear any of that, that's fine.
Yeah, either skip or wait.
Yeah.
Just wait if you're live.
Yeah, go make a sandwich.
Skip if you're, post.
Go get a... If this is afterwards, then just skip forward. If you're live, maybe you might want to go get a drink of water or sandwich or make a smoothie or something.
Yeah.
Half hour smoothie. World's best smoothie half hour. We changed a few things around though. You guys the cameras looked a little different.
Yeah, well, it is. We're further. Everything's, it's further. I think we'll see. I think that might be the most zoom, but I guess we could zoom in further.
Yeah. This camera's good, but that might be our next adventure.
Yeah.
Do we need to make a move on a new camera at some point? Well,
potentially.
We make a swap.
Yeah.
We may want to make a swap, but we're
it's more. This is more for ease of use.
Yeah.
If we were to redo it, I would say like putting just like a full size one on a stand somewhere would be.
We could probably put it right there.
Yeah.
Next to the monitor.
Yeah.
Or on we could just clamp it on the thing and then raise that monitor up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's all good. So, so what's the... I heard that too.
I know. It's like I got close to the pedal and it played something.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. You hear it again?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Well, it's something that's hitting with like one of these is probably picking something up. But
Am I talking that loud?
to give the audience an idea of our dB range, Ike and I would not be able to have a conversation after 10 o'clock in most neighborhoods in Denver. Because you and I are technically above the sound ordinance for most of the areas. Just for
let alone if you bring Matt from Texas Toast into this mix.
Yeah, that's another.
And my buddy Rob.
Yeah.
They won't let us even.
Yeah.
We're getting the cops called on us just at normal speeds.
Yes. Normal
levels,
conversations.
yeah.
It's like, who's yelling? We're just talking.
I'm telling you, it's kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
Why are you guys in a fight? No, we're having dinner.
Yeah, just excited.
We're just having dinner. Wow. Yeah, that's how it goes. Anyway, so some cool stuff happening around here. We the stage here we extended a couple feet this week,
which is really nice. It's a lot more. Yeah, we're not nearly as cramped right here. I feel this feels really good in comparison.
So we got a little bit more room because I think we told you guys we are going to work on doing some live stream band stuff. Getting glaucoma-y real fast.
Well, and I think I messed up and left that on for Maris Monday the other day. That was where that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys were a little blurry for Maris Monday.
Well, that's all right. Lemmy was in perfect focus. We were completely out of focus.
Yeah.
So those are our test runs.
Yeah, those are the test. Exactly. Yeah. Jacob brings up. Those are the test runs for some live stream stuff that we're gonna be working on. So. We're also going to be doing, we may have to do some more test stuff in regard with a band and not just a bunch of dudes making modulation noises with electric didgeridoos.
Yeah.
So we may do some more of that. If you guys want to participate in any of that, shoot me an email at ike@flipside-music.com. And when we do decide to do any of that, I could reach out to you and we could do a private thing and then you guys can log in and
Oh
feedback,
yeah. Because I'm sure there's a
feedback
few
some stuff to
yeah.
us, because we'd like to know if we could get a half a dozen people or something like that.
Yeah, half a dozen viewers that we trust for the feedback part of it.
Yeah, to go, oh, hey, I listen through headphones, or I usually listen through different, what kind of speakers or monitor speakers or something like that.
Right.
So we can kind of get a feel of how we could dial it all in and not make it sound like total shite.
Yeah.
Would be good. We're getting there. So we got cameras set up. So it's going to be pretty rad once we get this whole thing going.
Yeah. No, I'm excited about that part. That'll be good.
I'm going to be the new Brett Sugarman. With the midnight special. Well, we need our own Wolfman.
Actually, yeah,
we're
because
going to need a Wolfman Jack then.
Well, and I think I'll see if I can find them.
It's XBAR, baby.
Somebody had put Midnight Special and what was the train one?
Soul Train.
Soul Train, yeah. Somebody put like full. It was like 8-hour chunks of that, like on stream. Because I was like that, like even just to leave on or on here would be hilarious. Because like
I'll tell you what,
some
the
of that
midnight special
yeah.
stuff is awesome. If you like classic rock, awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Tony Iommi sat in with Jethro Tull?
No, that was actually so very briefly in between. So he was in one band that sort of fell apart. That eventually he got his chance to play in Jethro Tull. I don't remember. That might have been Top of the Pops.
Oh.
But anyway, he ended up playing in Jethro Tull. Didn't quite like it as much. That was when he ended up going home. They started a band called Earth, and then that was when he was still working at they were getting ready to go on tour. He was still working at the machine shop and ended up cutting off the tips of his fingers. So it's all Jethro Tull's fun. I'm just kidding. No, actually, yeah.
Never trust the flautist.
Yeah. A professional flautist, at least.
Pro flautist.
No, but yeah, that was always a fun. But yeah, I think that might be Top of the Pop. I might be wrong, but I think that was like the big UK one, because like even Motorhead, which they hated Top of the Pops, but even they appeared on there, and I think that was the.
But
the big
opportunity
one.
shows up.
Well, yeah, you had to. Like in England, you had to be on it to get anywhere.
Well,
So
they had a few, like Midnight Special. Obviously, that was a big one. Old Grey Whistle Test was another one.
Was that the one that had the, not like country, but like the darker country dudes?
I remember
like
seeing
Waylon and some of those guys.
Yeah, and I think so. And I remember seeing Clapton on one of those.
Okay.
But I mean, it was a '70s.
So I almost felt like that one was almost like what like the Austin stuff sort of.
Austin City.
Yeah, was trying to do. Yeah, it kind of had that vibe.
Yeah. So it just kind of got me thinking, like, well, because I was watching Midnight Special DVDs.
Oh, okay.
Because my nephew's got them,
Oh.
which is great because he's 24 and he's watching all this cool old shit, and I'm sitting there going, wow, like, seeing all the classic rock people that were kind of like a little bit old when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing them
In their prime.
like Stevie Nicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, she's pretty damn cute. 1970, early 1970, whatever. She was looking good. That's for sure. But all the rest but there was so many cool bands on the one DVD, Billy Joel and all this other stuff. But it got me thinking. And this brings us to the topic.
Yeah,
today.
the real topic. Yeah.
The real topic today. Is the long read. Man, it was so much better when ugly people made music.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they weren't all ugly.
Right.
But there was definitely some people that had bands that were better suited for radio.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. But now, so my
Well,
point
yeah, no, I
is,
mean, you're right. Like, I mean, obviously, some of the audience might know. I love Motorhead. They're about as ugly as you could possibly get
they're not,
as a group. Yeah, it's like Fast Eddie's the only one you could even say is handsome, and even then, that's pushing it. So,
that is definitely stretching some shit. I would say for sure.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of great music made by a bunch of sevens, man. You know what I mean? At best, and that's 3-4 drink sevens.
Yeah, well, Ike's trying to get at it. He's trying to figure out the exact ratio of like ugliness to music greatness
talent.
ratio. Yeah.
Because my point is, you can disagree. chime in if you'd like. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I got my own opinions on a lot of dumb shit.
Well,
so my opinion.
yeah, it's a
now,
very valid
like,
point. Yeah,
it's pop music is very much glitter, glam, and it's all pop music.
it has been for a while. Yeah.
But it seems like now it's like you have to have the look, and you don't even have to sing because they can fix all that shit. But you can't be a pop star if you're ugly. Like, look around. Most of these people, the current pop echelon, are pretty damn attractive. So it's like you got to go like a layer or two down to actually get to the good music again. So I'm thinking like you gotta start knocking down the attractiveness to get to some really good folks.
Well, that or yeah, like if I don't know that it's that as much as the industry needs to give up on that part because you are right, like
because
when that's the primary focus or if that's the thing that because you're right, like sometimes now the first thing you hear about a pop singer is whether they have the look or not. It's not whether they have the sound, it's whether they have the look. And it's like that didn't used to be, even if it was a 50-50 percentage, that would be better than what it is now.
Better. At least we'd have something. I'm just saying, if Mama Cash showed up today, it might not happen.
Well, I don't know. The Mama's, I mean, that's...
I'm just
because
saying,
like I'm trying to think.
But and I don't want to discount that there are some really attractive people that actually have really talent. I think I said like Christina Aguilera. Mm-hmm. She's been around for a while. Attractive woman. Yeah. She can sing.
Yeah.
There are pop singers that actually can sing, but then.
Well, and I mean, even to be fair, like I mean, I would even say like with Beyonce, like even to be fair to her, when she's not doing her. Like, when I've heard her do her Etta James stuff, like, she's actually really good at that. She's really good at doing something that's, like, I don't necessarily like her own music as much. That's not really my thing as much. But she is very talented, so,
but she can,
yeah.
So I'm saying, I'm not discounting some of those folks, but...
Yeah, no, I agree.
You got to go maybe a couple layers down, I think.
Before you get to the real
some
stuff.
real interest.
Well, that is the thing though too, because like there's I would even say like you're right, like even within like the way country is these days, like the guys that are making the more interesting stuff are all a little more worn or a little gruffer or just a little different. They're they're not the typical Nashville people. And it's like I feel like because like the Nashville thing, like it has a look now, it has a whole since the '90s, it's just gotten cemented as this very superficial thing with like even with the blonde, all the blonde guitarists with all that's like this look.
It's like just because you sing in a country accent doesn't mean
right. Yeah.
It's like it's still pop music. Just because you put a country accent on it doesn't really you're not.
Yeah, it's like applying a filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is that. It is very much like that. Whereas I feel like a lot of those guys that are a bit more interesting. Like you were saying, like Stapleton and even Charlie Crockett, like they're not the beaten path type dudes.
Yeah, they
get
a little bit more quirky as they go down.
Yeah, they're a little more off center, or they're kind of harkening back to a time when people didn't give as much of a shit about. Cause like
the outlaw guys that were actually, more outlaw-ish.
Yeah. Well, and those guys had good, believable music because they'd actually seen some shit.
Yeah,
so.
Because they actually did get their teeth knocked out in a fight or something.
Yeah.
But it's like the pop thing. I'm like, Ed Sheeran's broken through. I mean, I don't know. Is he the most attractive guy in the world? I don't know. I guess,
Yeah. He does sort of look like a cartoon character come to life.
But the ladies like him, and I think,
Well, yeah, that still gets back to my early point, though. Like, I think the sensitivity begets the attractiveness, not the attractiveness begets the appeal of the sensitivity. I think it's one feeds the other.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I just don't know if he's the guy that's going to change the tire on the highway.
Well, yeah.
He's definitely calling AAA. Like, he's definitely not the guy that's going to figure out what the problem is and MacGyver up some stuff. I just don't see it. But I don't know. I don't know the guy. He could be very creative. He could be super handy. Maybe he is. Let me know if that's the case.
He's like a full guild member of a blacksmith.
Yeah, and I'll personally apologize to Ed Sheeran. Be like, hey, Ed, I was talking shit. I'm really sorry, man. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna stay with you for all those years if you can't build her a table or something. I don't know. You can't put a shelf up. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, and honestly, it's funny because like even my knees hurt. Like he's kind of saying, he's made a point to not really even look into pop music or even really give it much attention. And I mean, I'm kind of like that too. I think you are obviously too. But I think you guys, like both you guys in particular, at least have more awareness of it than I do sometimes. Because like I was realizing the other day, like how, you know, I guess I haven't really felt dated a whole bunch of times in my life yet, but I'm starting to now when it comes to like certain pop people. Because like I just like I have no idea after a certain point. Like unless they get to where they're just in the news for whatever reason, like Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande or whoever, you know, like those, you always hear about them, but you don't. It's not like, you know, like you can't not hear about them. Whereas like beyond that level, I don't really even know that many. Like I don't even know, because honestly, like a lot of pop music to me, I don't want to say it's sickening, but you know, some of it is.
Okay, and what's funny
nauseating to an extent.
I got the new van.
Yeah.
The new van comes with a free XM radio.
Yeah.
Okay? Subscription for like a year, which is great. So I'm going through and I'm like, ooh, yeah, yacht rock, I'm in. I'll program yacht rock. Hair metal, I'll throw that. Liquid metal, I'll put that in. Oh, classic country, yeah. So, like, I'm picking all these things that are, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Ooh, jazz, beat, I'll put that in. Like, these are cool things I'd like to listen to. And then they got, like, you know, pop #1 hits or whatever, and I go, okay. And so I throw that on sometimes when I'm driving home, and I'm like, this is it. This is the top of the shit right here.
Well,
and then I feel like an old man, and I go.
Well, and see, like that's
terrible.
the thing. I've felt like that since I was young, though, because like whenever the whole thing, like the fad of doing the 1 to 2, 3, you know, or 1 to 3 word little things, and they just repeat that over and over. Like I hate, like as soon as I hear that,
bling, bling, blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
bling, bling, bling.
Yeah,
and then that's the whole thing.
yeah, exactly. As soon as I hear any of that stuff, or where they're, you know, doing the ooh, like just that shit. Yeah, I'm like, I'm done. And so like that's the stuff of where like I don't even know that I've made it far enough into like most modern pop stuff to even really give it a fair, because like sometimes in passing I'll hear something and I'll be like, you know, that's not so bad, or even like, you know, listening to, because I would say like being in the shop, you do start to kind of listen to things a little differently. I do notice sometimes when I hear certain songs, it'll be, oh, like that was actually a pretty cool little guitar accent he threw on there, or whatever it might be. But it's like beyond that, I don't think I have at least enough knowledge of even what pop is. You know, I can't even talk. What makes up pop in the modern day? Like I don't even know that I have enough of a knowledge base on that to really even get into it. Other than just like, I feel like it's just one of those things. As soon as I hear it, I'm kind of I move on.
I don't. There's a lot of it I just don't get. So.
Well, and I got to say, though, too, and I mean, I don't know, it is probably judgmental, but growing up, like, I felt like a lot of people that were into pop music also had very superficial and very shallow expectations for their hobbies. You know, they were always people that only engaged with things up to a certain level. Like, they wanted that surface level shit, whereas, like, I think all of us here that work here, we all like to dig into things. None of us are happy just, like, with just the straight end.
See, I was kind of similar. I always thought it was like it's a short attention span.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like it's just on to the next.
Yeah, it's just to fill. Yeah.
Instead of like, you know, kind of digging your heels into something that you really like, because I think all of us have done that.
Well, yeah,
like you dig your heels into a certain genre for a while, and then you kind of fade out of it.
Yeah.
But you always remember why you liked it, or there's something that made it really appealing or intriguing. Then you start looking for other weird shit. You know that, and you're like, well, this is really cool. Like I was listening. Do you know Bolognium? The band, the local band Bolognium.
No.
So you know Dryer Fire?
Yeah.
So I was talking to Robot up at Electric City.
Oh, okay.
And he's at Dryer Fire.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so Sam Rucker, who used to play with Jake, is also in.
Yeah. So that's his band, and they're playing. So he was telling me about Bolognium. I'm like, all right, well, because
cool name.
I'm like, let me go check them out, and they're opening up for Log.
Oh,
that's this week, I think. If you want to go, Club 404.
Oh, okay.
So they're opening up, So I went home and I started listening, and I'm like, it's really weird. Like, and I'm like, this is cool. I think I have, because it fits totally into log stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you heard Bernie's new album, but it's really good.
I hadn't heard.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Now he stopped in the other day and told me to listen, but yeah,
It's really good. So if you see him again
Okay.
before I see him,
Okay.
like I really
Yeah, he's been
liked
coming
it.
in a bit more. So.
Check out Log, L-O-G, if you want to hear some cool music. Kind of Primus-y, progressive-y, cool, fun. There's a song about vegetables and shit. It's, yeah, it's fun. Like because he told me when he was in here a while ago, and I went and listened to it on Spotify, and it was like, it's really good. His bass tone is
Yeah, Bernie's always
his bass tone is just killer. Anyway, sorry. So there you go. Bunch of ugly dudes making good music.
Yeah. Actually, case in point.
Case in point, bunch of ugly. They're not terribly ugly.
You're like just enough to be good.
No, they're all good, but it's a good band. So go check out
Ike
if
the
you wanna-
Agent.
Yeah, check out Log
Yeah.
and Bolognium. Bolognium's fun. I was listening to it yesterday, and my nephew's like, "What is this?" I
Yeah.
know it's good.
Well, it's
Anyway.
funny. My mom brought up Adele. I was gonna say that was who I brought up earlier too.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like my
Adele.
kind of my exception to the rule of like she's because I mean she's when she was heavier set I still thought she was attractive, but she's one of those people that like she was always extraordinarily talented, so most people just didn't give a shit. Like
Yeah.
she was just like she really her speaking or her voice does the speaking for her.
Right.
You know.
And I'm not saying there's not breakthrough.
Oh
But,
yeah,
I mean,
no,
she's
no,
an
but I mean,
attractive woman.
yeah, it happens.
She's
but
an attractive
it is-
woman,
Yeah,
so
but
it's like-
it is rare.
You know, it's the people that can act. There's a lot of, I think nowadays
Well-
there's probably less talent and bigger.
Well, no, but like you're saying,
You
like
know,
imagine
image.
like, would Sammy Davis Jr. have a shot today? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's somebody where I think, or even Dean Martin to a point. I mean, like do those guys like as exceptional as they
Dino
were?
was kind of handsome.
Yeah, but I always thought he was kind of a little funky too, compared to Sinatra at least. But
Well, Sinatra was Sinatra.
well, yeah, that's
But
what
he
I'm
was-
saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Dino was all right.
Well, I guess yeah, he's more classic.
He was smooth.
Yeah, he's
You
yeah.
know?
I was gonna say yeah, because he has more of the. I guess I always thought Dean was more like his attitude and charm kind of did a lot of that for him.
Oh, well, he
you
got
know?
yeah.
But I'm
He
just saying,
definitely
like,
was smooth in that.
yeah,
in
is
that
there a
regard.
world? You know, even Bing Crosby, but like, can you imagine, like, is there a world for those dudes today? Would they make it?
Tiny
you know?
Tim? Would Tiny
Yeah,
Tim be
there's-
famous? You know,
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Yeah.
I don't really like Meatloaf either way, so that one's like that one kind of
He's
nicks
like,
out.
I don't like the singer or the food.
To be honest, yeah, yeah.
Food is listen. Proper meatloaf. Meatloaf done properly is delicious.
Yeah, just putting meat into loaves. It's just the whole
Have you
thing.
ever had meatballs?
I
Yes.
love a meatloaf.
Yeah, but like that's a different thing. You have a ratio
Just
going
think-
on there.
Just think
There-
about
you-
a meatball, just bigger and
I know, but then that ratio's gotten that extreme because like with meatballs, you have pasta. Like there's things going
there's
on
extra
there.
bits that-
yeah.
so it's more of a sum of its parts than the actual one.
Yeah,
thing.
when it's just all one giant thing, it's harder.
Well, I do like meatloaf, and it's funny because my nephew brought up meatloaf. He's like, "You're not like a meatloaf guy, Uncle Tony." I'm not a meatloaf guy. I just there's other stuff to be had.
Yeah.
What's going on out there?
What is happening?
Oh, that is pretty big. Yeah.
Anyway, where are we? What? We go right
Right on the dot?
Right on the dot for us to screw around. So let's say hello to everybody that's in the place. Is we got Tim? Is Tim in here? I don't
Tim
see
White.
him.
I don't know. Yeah, Tim, throw a
Tim, if you're
comment in
here, if you're here, Tim.
there. Summoning Tim.
Tim, if you're in the chat, please say something.
Great Wizard Tim, please.
What should I call you?
Tim.
Tim? I'm sure he's like, yeah, I know. Okay. That's like me with the, hey, where's Tina?
Yeah.
So who do we got in here?
Tim's here.
Is Tim here? Yay!
There he is,
See, we said it 3 times and Tim showed up.
We Beetlejuiced the shit out of
Yeah,
Tim.
we Beetlejuiced. Look at it, Tim. Look. It's freaking glorious, bro. So, whenever you're ready, it is here. It's unplayed.
Yes, unplayed but set up.
Sam set it up. It's unplayed. So whenever you're ready, come down and get this beautiful beast because it is cool as hell. This thing is wicked.
It is really cool. Yeah. I didn't see it until I walked in for the
Yeah,
stream.
it's
But
oh man, I dig that. I dig the shit out of this. It's super.
Well, and it's funny too because like Vernon Reid, like, you know, I don't know if you've seen him in very many interviews, but like he doesn't generally get super, like he'll get excited about things, but not crazy. But like when he's talking about these, like he was over the moon about these. So.
Yeah, this thing is super cool. Like I've been kind of you know, waiting to. I've been waiting for it to show up, and it came in today, and I'm like, oh, so
We
sweet.
should probably specify it's the Reverend. It is the new signature model for Vernon Reid from Reverend Guitars.
Reverend Guitars, Vernon Reid model. This is the Talisman.
Yeah, and Jacob said there's 3 versions, right? Is that?
Yes, 3
Right, okay.
versions.
There's like 2 wild ones and 1 sorta tame one.
Yeah.
It's not tame.
I think this one's the coolest one. I just like I like all the graphics and the colors and everything. I think this one's cool.
Yeah, and is it a throwback to one of their album covers? I didn't really do any digging.
They've always
looks-
had like this kind of color, like bright color.
Well, yeah, because it kind of
theme.
reminds me of like when I was like, you know, their T-shirts and stuff. But I didn't know if there was a particular album it was referencing or not.
It kind of fits in with their color, you
Like
know,
their
the
aesthetic,
color,
yeah.
their aesthetics
Yeah.
that they've done. But I mean, I haven't followed them for a long, long time, so I don't know. I did run into them at the hotel. What was it? It's a hotel a few years ago at the NAMM show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were sitting like right next to us.
Nice.
But yeah, there you go. Whenever you're ready, buddy. This is where I should have like a weight and just drop it, and then like it's out of frame. Oh, sorry. Fud.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's that.
So it's AI generated art.
Is it really?
Really?
Oh, cool.
Huh.
I like it. AI is cool. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
See
Since
my
it'll
knees
be in tomorrow.
tomorrow. All right, sounds great. Dylan will be here. He'll get you all tightened up. I have Tim the Enchanter from Monty Python on my Tim pedal.
That is actually pretty great.
Yeah, that's great. Well, he knows who we're referencing.
Yeah.
Who else we got in here? My Knees Hurt is in here. Jay Valente's in here. Late to the show, but what's up? Hey, what's happening, Jay? We're just bullshitting for a half hour talking about how ugly people should make music again. Kind of. Basically. Yeah, because it seemed to be better then.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of that conversation today.
Well, and honestly, like grunge was sort of the last sort of like. There were some, you know, some exceptions to that, but grunge is sort of the last time that was the
last wave.
the last wave of people trying to make that a thing. Yeah.
But then you got subgenres that don't care, like the punk rock guys. They're, you know, they.
Oh yeah, that's always been
That's
that way.
just
Yeah.
that's just like, oh, they make good music.
If anything,
You're like, oh,
yeah, if
they
you're-
make
yeah.
good music. Who else we got in here? Alexander Roy. Hey, I got some of those Silver Sky strings coming, just so you know, if you're interested. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was asking, I think earlier about the something about the new Chase Bliss pedal. I hadn't really looked at it. It looks interesting. I mean, I've kind of got like the bullet points of it. It seems a little odd for them. I guess it's like their first analog stereo pedal. It's supposed to be more for people that want to like basically that play clean, that want more out of their clean tone, which was kind of interesting. Just well, I know it has a few other because it does compressing, swells. It has a pretty full-featured EQ, but
at the heart of it, it's a compressor.
compressor. Okay, but yeah,
I wonder if the dealer's gonna get those in.
never. Just like always. Yeah,
Moving on.
They have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So.
Moving on.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think that was just because it's making the round. You know, all that shit always makes the rounds. But no, I mean, there's.
But we did get a pedal that came out today.
We did.
We did.
Nice
Finally,
segue.
we did.
Which
Yes,
is
actually, let me
the-
turn it back on.
Which is the
Wave Cannon
Yay!
0.
Wave. Wave.
Which the
Cannon.
0 is a reference to the Van Halen tape that they made for Gene Simmons. Van Halen 0.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
That I didn't know.
I did not know that either. Why?
I mean, that is
It's just a
just fun.
just
Okay.
fun thing.
okay, because like
That
that's a
Philippe-
reference.
Well, because I was gonna say I know
Yeah,
like
Philippe-
Philippe
it's just
throws
like
shit
Philippe,
in. Yeah, like yeah.
He had the tape. That was his.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I know he likes to just throw some random stuff in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Philippe, too, Ike and I did meet him at the last NAMM show. I still don't think I've
Super
met
cool,
another like pedal maker that knew. Well, I'll take it back. I haven't seen anybody do this before, but in terms of like dialing in their pedals without even hearing them and knowing exactly what they're, like to me, like he was impressive on that side of things. Of like, if you asked him for something, he could get you there without even hearing it.
Because we had headphones on.
Yeah, we had headphones, but
It
yeah, I
was
mean,
just-
he had no, yeah, he didn't know what you would necessarily be hearing, but he'd get there perfectly each time. So, dude's got a really good ear and understanding, obviously, of what he does. So, he was fun to talk to.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah.
That was a good show. We got to figure out our NAMM.
That was a fun one, yeah.
We got to figure out our NAMM stuff this year.
Oh, looks like Matt and Chris, or probably just Matt.
Deluxe editions.
Oh, Deluxe Edition. Deluxe Edition is with us in the chat. Excellent.
Texas Toast Guitars of Texas Toast Guitars.
The Yeet Cannon yet? So Matt popped in too. You missed the whole portion earlier about how ugly people should be still making music.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that people understand my point on this.
Yeah, that's the main theme of the
The main theme is more ugly people should be making music, or mediocre. Really, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all.
As long as your face is a 7 or below is kind of what you said. So.
Yes, that's fine. 8s are good.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying. I think you get better. I think the music gets better as we make our way down.
So if you're like a strong 4.
Strong
You should be
4 is like
cranking
a
out
fucking
hits.
music.
Yeah.
Strong 4 is shitting out bangers, man. Like 2 at a time. Boom, boom. Okay, so
It's my new band name, Strong 4.
I thought it was going to be shitting out bangers.
That would have a way different context. Than
Yeah,
England.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Okay, we got 20 minutes left. Let's get in here and make some
Okay.
noise on these pedals.
Do we
Because
want
we could just podcast the whole hour at this point
Yeah.
of us talking shit if we really wanted to. Maybe we have to start doing 2 shows. One's just us bullshitting, and the other one is really just us testing these things out.
We should.
One question
This
I did
thing's
actually
cool
have for
too.
you, Jacob,
Shit.
if you didn't mind looking up.
Yep.
Is there a way to adjust the pre-delay on the Meteor?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think there's either. I just wanted to see if that had changed since the last time. Because this used to be, in a pre-Maris Mercury X world, this used to be one of my favorite reverbs, but... Alright, are you all tuned up? I can tune mine in a second.
No.
Okay.
I forgot we have a tuner now.
Yeah, it's
Did we
pretty
show
nice.
everybody
This thing
the
is-
new fancy tuner?
They can see it, yeah. Right here.
So we got our new fancy Walrus tuner, and it's got a picture. It's got our logo on it. And you too could put your logo on there for like nothing if you go to the 17 websites and get a password from a guy and that opens up a little.
Yeah,
slit
so
in
do
the
you have to
doorway.
do that with the text files too? Like, do you have to... Because, like, guys that were adding, like, their set lists and stuff to it. Okay.
Because I think the set list is just a picture of your.
A picture of words.
So they're
more or
putting
less,
their
yeah.
they're putting their set list on the.
Yeah, guys are loading their set lists on this, so, like, when they're not muted, it'll have the list of the songs so they know what's coming up next.
Oh, God bless them if they could see that shit. Because I mean it's a pedal. You're putting 30 songs on there.
Well, no, you can do it in chunks. I think you can do up to 5 images that you can go through.
Oh, because I'm like, that's a still.
And then I think there's now like a set list mode where it like.
Yeah, I think there's a stage timer mode now too, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody needs that.
Stage timer? Yes.
Dudes with panic attacks. Yeah, need those.
Your
We
sound
still on
person
time.
and
The sound
production
person.
managers will be very happy that you have
That makes sense. But I don't know. I guess I've never
played over.
You're
had
not
anybody
supposed
that-
to just
had
drive them
anybody
to
that was,
complete
like, way too-
exasperation.
I never saw anybody that was playing in a band that was way too worried about where they were on time.
Well, yeah,
They didn't give a shit.
I think Jacob's point is that somebody off stage was very.
Oh, off stage, yes.
Yeah.
On stage, they don't
Yeah,
care.
Oh, they
yeah.
don't care.
We just got here. We got 10 more. Okay, I wasn't ready for that.
A little less.
Ziggy's like, I don't want to feel depressed. You're gonna. What? You're deceiving me.
On the new wave cannon voltage star, like I'm assuming.
So, did we explain what the wave cannon is?
So it's fundamentally it's a fuzz. It also has, I don't know what you would call it, and I'm sure they do have a word for it.
Havoc.
What?
What?
Oh, they just call it.
The other foot switch is called Havoc.
Oh no, I know that part. I meant the lightning bolt. That should be the voltage star, right? The second function, though, the Havoc mode, is the fun part. So you don't even really need a guitar to have fun with this particular pedal if you want. When we get to the Havoc part, though, I'll show you, because like that part's sort of like this cool, weird droning, filtery thing that you can do with it. But the rest of the time, you can use it as a really kind of heavy fuzz, or even like a. I know they've done like low. You can kind of get like a lo-fi preamp kind of sound out of it as well if you just back the gain off. Yeah, make it all kind of chill. So yeah, it feels like a voltage star. You know what the shapes are?
What's that?
It sets the gain level and emphasis.
So the circle, triangle, square one?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear a big change when you were. Do you feel emphasized? Emphasized. Unemphasized.
Actually, there's a little bit of a tightness.
Versus.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it hits in the fuzz spot, but you kind of get some kind of overdrivey
First,
stuff out
no
of it.
first. First, not first. There's a button that says first, not first.
Oh, I think it's for the. I think it's for the. Well, it does that, and then as you move this is where you get that kind of how broken it is. And then this essentially is kind of how it amplifies it. Yeah, and then you get into this low kind of.
That's a lot of.
So that's having.
Contacting aliens or what?
Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
So yeah, I have like a sort of one flying in the sky, and it's like it is really fun. It's like especially like you try to put the lower down.
Is there an expression in there somewhere? Or is that would be great?
It would be if you could. Yeah, I don't think there is.
You guys have been doing a bunch of knob twiddling on
Tell Sean about our new stickers.
Oh yeah, actually.
He just mentioned something about going to 11.
Oh okay. Well, I was gonna say that is a good plug for because you have the details on Peter's, sort of.
I'm working on it,
Oh, okay.
but we can show that.
Okay. Here. I wonder if it'll be easier. Actually, we'll go that way. There we go. Goes to 11.
New stickers.
Yeah. Good, right there.
One louder.
Give him a cigarette.
No. So hold on a second.
Yeah, now we're just kind of in lo-fi mode with these guys and just a little bit of rasp from this guy.
Janice wants to know about the guitar.
What's that?
Janice wants to know about the guitar you're playing,
So Reverend Special Edition.
including price.
Oh, including the price. Reverend Special Edition, gold hardware. I forgot what the price is. on this.
$12.99.
Yeah, so it's $12.99. This is the special edition Pete Anderson.
Special.
Yeah, set neck, made out of Carina wood.
And I can't remember this was not part of the what's the space? The Anderson series, right?
No, this is like a
Okay.
special run, and I don't remember exactly if this was a so we're considered a high volume dealer for Reverend, so we have access to special runs that other stores do, so we can get those. So like Chicago Music Exchange, if they do a run, we can get one. if Wildwood does a run, we can get one. So it's kind of cool. Like if you're at a certain level of sales with Reverend, you have access to that. So that's what this is. It's a really cool guitar. The neck is a little different than the traditional Pete Anderson.
Okay. Well, then
It's really-
it's set neck too, which
Yeah.
is yeah. It's counterintuitive to say like lo-fi stuff sounding really clean, but like to me their lo-fi pedals always still somehow end up being a really nice kind of cool sound. Your lo-fi blues album. Yeah, I think these are a good combo. Like they're fun.
Yeah, they're cool pedals, definitely.
Yeah.
We've been looking to get these guys in for a while, so it's kind of really nice that we were able to finally get them in the shop.
Yes. Well, like I said, the wave cannon for me has actually been one for a long time. That's like a lot of fun if you want a really fun kind of pedal that can do more than just be like just a fuzz. Because like having that, like I know people aren't always going to use that part, but like that's a really easy fun thing if you want to in the middle of like a weird freak out at the end of a song. Like that's an easy thing to click on and start. Yeah, and like 'cause you send that into a delay and then it gets really weird. So if we do like a little more blown out. Not required to turn off.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
fun.
Zim's Guitars. Hey, dude, what's happening? Says, how's it going at Flipside today? We're here making some music, making some noise, really. More noise than anything else. But all in all, can't complain. Good. It's a good day today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some good news on the horizon for things. So so far it's been a fairly solid week.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have anything to add.
I don't have it. I didn't have anything to add, so whatever that nonsense was for the last 20 minutes was just. Sorry. I'm glad I run a better store than I do, on the spot guitar.
Oh. Let me make sure this one's.
That could be a pedal board for me. Just those three.
I can see that.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
it would be for me too. It'd be a pedal board. I'd just leave it in the car.
It would be a board. Yeah.
Yeah,
It would be a board.
I hear my sound in there.
yeah, not me. But I'm good with I need an overdrive.
Little reverb.
Yeah, I need a little reverb and an overdrive, and I'm gonna go and do the things that I do. but maybe I got a little. I've introduced a phaser,
Yeah, bit
and
by
I'm
bit.
working on the Univibe. I'm working on that a bit, but it just doesn't work for some stuff. You know?
Well, yeah.
You guys like the modulation way more. I like the sound. Just need more drugs. Just sound more drugs. Don't you drugs, kids?
It's a pretty cool little.
That sounds. Playing in that world that does all of that. These are. This will keep you busy for quite a while. It's like, and that's it.
Actually, too, I guess we didn't really do these two without. Because I was going to say we'll go maximum lo-fi and just see what that sounds like for a second.
That's kind of cool.
That's very interesting. It's almost like swelling.
You there? All right, we're there.
Okay, that's all I have to say about that.
And see. All right, well, thanks everybody for hanging out today. Go check out our friends over at Texas Toast Guitars. Next, they'll be doing a thing for an hour, and then after that, Dylan talks tone. So go check him out, and he'll be doing his thing. And next week, we will be looking at another set of pedals and bring some other guitars.
Like
And we'll-
Z-Vex.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
do
we just got Z-Vex in too, so we'll
Yeah.
do Z-Vex, and then there should be another company coming in soon too. Actually, I got to see where that is, because
Well, we got some cork stuff, so we'll see.
oh yeah, they want to do a thing.
We'll see how far we can get Ike out of his comfort zone. No, it was really funny too because I even told them the other night. Like I was looking at all the shit like when we got everything set up, and especially when we got the Volcas in, and I'm like, I wonder what like Ike from like 10 years ago would say about this. Because it was one of those things like it's crept in like over time.
Yeah, so
but
it's
I'm like,
more
I know.
acceptable for me. But
Yeah.
10 years ago, I probably would have been like,
What the fuck?
why is this
yeah,
shit
exactly.
here?
Yeah.
Why is this here? Yeah, probably I would have been like, no. Anyway, the boys want to do a video of me screwing around with the Volcas. Like trying to figure out how to use it because it's hysterical.
Especially when you say it like that.
Yeah, watching me try to figure out these things. So, anyway. All right, well, Thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Because it's hysterical.